Welcome back once again to Cromwell Lane. I'm Fabes Railway Adventures and it is Sunday the 5th of August 2018. First up you'll see the 1350 London North Eastern Railway service from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley. Hello Dave, Jordan, Sam. Nothing's changed. Of course, before the train, before people click off and what have you, if you've not seen the channel before and this is your first video and stream, click the subscribe button and the notification bell. Because I need AdSense to pay the bloody rent. The current approximate earnings of the channel is £17. The rent is £17 a week. So that's me stuffed for everything else. I need the ad revenue or at least some donations more than 69p, so I only get 30p of it. No thanks Dave, but no need to. I can manage buying nothing else myself, I suppose. So much so the plant barrier replacement hasn't happened. That's been delayed until further notice. And these have been down for 5 minutes since I arrived. Only fair, John. But we all suffer in the end, don't we? We're born poor, we die poor. (102,217) for Edinburgh Waverley. Still doing good for itself. With it what? Being 2005, 13 years or so old. Shit. Someone left the stream because I said shit and it went off on me. Well, fuck you. Time now is 13:53. This will be 13:55. 1 Alpha 31 London North Eastern Railway service from Leeds to London King's Cross. 13:56 1 Delta 14 London North Eastern Railway service London King's Cross Leeds. Hello Trev. It's fair, John. Why not keep down? I know Alpha 31's entering Carlton Way. Delta 14's approaching Newark Northgate. Yeah, we're all skint, Sam, like I said before we went up. You're born poor, you die poor. Even if you have about £1 million at the age of 35, you're going to die poor anyway. Of course, reduced northern service through Manchester and Liverpool due to the conductors taking the day off. Why aren't Sundays compulsory for every bloody job? Why do they need to be voluntary? Because it disrupts everything. Voluntary days were abolished and everything else years ago. You don't get a short-staffed shop these days, do you? It is stupid, Sam. Like I say, Northern's got a very reduced service today between Liverpool and Manchester. 80 80 services cancelled through Greater Manchester due to a shortage of train conductors. Go driver only, for good's sake. If your passengers jump out, run them over. Well, then you don't need the conductor, do you? It's only fair. It's not Arriva that's fucked it though, Dave. It's the crew deciding let's pull off on the busiest bloody month of the year. Like, I guarantee you, if Christmas Eve this year falls on a Sunday, which is probably likely, they'll all bloody piss off and not work. Nobody will get home anyway. Either that or the stupid RMT will pull a strike that day. Well, it's the case where they've got the conductors, Sam, because that's usually the problem. Some of the time it's drivers, most of the time it's the conductors, and they do literally bugger all. The times I've ridden with Northern, the conductor's done the doors and pissed off back in the cab again. Once I was travelling between Gainsborough and Sheffield, I never got my ticket until Worksop when they finally came round. They completely ignored Retford. Here's a 43 set. Leaving service at the start of December. $308,319. In front of that, of course, was the Island Chieftain, which is the name of the Inverness services. Hello, Dawlish Bridge Cams fan. Here's an 82 set from Leeds to London King's Cross. That was 1D14. This is 1A31. Two on one and 90039. Good lordy, right, I didn't read that, hang on. Yeah, you won't get a refund yet, Sam, because they're still way back in April. Because of all this industrial action, having to compensate all of that. Northern's fighting from day to day to get rid of the union and let's strike every day. Northern is pushing and pushing. And I know that because I've spoken directly with Leon Sumpter, which I remember rightly is the managing director, and he said himself, Northern is pushing and pushing, but the RMT is practically saying, we don't like your plan, fuck off, we're striking now. Every single time. I think there's probably another strike in the next fortnight. South Western Railway just about finished the 8-day. The 8-day. 8 days. That's more days than there is in a week. But it is just pathetic. Whoever supports the RMT, Christ, you need to get a life. Because even the conductors, which are part of the union, don't support them. You think striking every single, say, week is good? Fuck, you deserve to lose your job and all your income. Then we can laugh at you for wanting to strike every day, because then you got nothing. It's harsh, but for goodness sake, it's proper. It's common sense. Next train, 1405. You check where the bloody thing is. While away. Only just onto Claypole Loop. Oh no, the union is a bunch of idiots. Hello, Tom Beresford. Come over here and read the notice we read the other day. This notice shall come in place for some Saturday, 4th of August, for a maximum of 5 days. They wanted to renew the barriers between the 4th and 5th. Yesterday was the 4th, today's the 5th. Nothing. I wonder if they're short of motor boxes and arms and woo-woos. I don't know. Maybe Jarton, I might pop back in that area, I'm not too bloody sure. It's a case of like, if it's a case of dodging the day on the A1 where it's not completely congested. When I was down there the other day, it took literally, what, 20 minutes to leave the A1 back into Newark. It took about 20 minutes to get off the slip road. So that says something. Oh, latest Jarton. Those just joining, of course. Don't be an arse. I need to pay the rent with AdSense. It's the only income I've got. Subscribe to the channel and turn the bloody bell on. And you get a ding ding every time I pop something out. But the notifications are shite that even me bot in my Discord groups stop notifying completely. So that's back to manual labour again. Well, those here wondering the update for... Hang on, what? Maybe Luke. Well, later, Dylan. So I ain't got a Discord signed in on my other phone. So I do it through the 18th step verification system. Which is a fucking pain, but whatever. Anything to keep Joe at your accounts. Oh, thanks, Dave. You also wait for the next channel, read you the statement. No, I won't. I think they might have suspended the barrier renewal because these are in moderately good nick. Time now is 14:02. This will be slightly delayed. 13:59 1 Hotel 03. Hull trains service from London King's Cross to Hull. Yes, I do. APT125. I took the link off me channel description a little while ago. But if Dave's got it, post it in. So I think your rank has all the options enabled. So if you've got the link, post it in. I started what I said I was going to do and read you through the update log from Modster. Right, so practically it's bad news with the wage. You're all aware the update's taken age at least 2 months. A lot needs to be redone. These things being finished, blah de blah. The following things will not be in the next immediate GCR update. Trams, and thanks Dave, trams and lorries. The reason for the tram line, because it's getting new rails. And the lorries, they need a new chassis, I think. The only current train that's ready is the 456. The 158 and 159 are near enough ready. There is a 175 and 323 coming. All Game Pass trains will be in the update, but they also need renewal work. And it should be out within the next few weeks, as I think you can read there. You can't, but the GCR update should be in a few weeks from yesterday. Approximately, that's the estimated rough date we've got, is the next couple of weeks. Did you, Trev? Yeah. I'm thinking of proposing to close the Barton line because passenger counts are appalling. And if there's engineering work, all you get is literally a taxi. Ugh, green fly. Two all trains. No. Because 1A91 is an additional service which doesn't run. No route set is the train here yet, because I've not got the map on. Cleethorpes will get a direct to London, yeah. I've got a group fighting, based in Grimsby, to extend the London to Lincoln Central L&NER service to Cleethorpes. But it won't fit on Grimsby Town. And there, when a train arrives at Grimsby Town, the other crossing stays up until departure to not congest both sides of the city centre. Which I suppose works. Only if you're not waiting for multiple trains in one go. Alright, 018's at Claypole. Nothing else from this way other than the empty stock at Retford High Level. But all trains in Grand Central haven't done too bad this week. They've ran a service, so that's something. And they're not short of staff. Unlike Cross Country and Northern, which is mostly conductors. Go do, you'll be fine. On 8109. It's like why it says on my Twitter, DOO is safe, because it is. If you don't have people evacuating trains onto the bloody railway, e.g. yesterday at Darlington Cross Country train again. If it wasn't for so many stupid thick-ass passengers, whether it's hot or cold, you stay on until you're at a platform. I'll see if I've got the tweet out. Hang on. I've had to put a lot of service updates out today as well. Here's one from L&NER. Someone says they're 500 yards from home. And they're saying, of course, no passengers are to alight trains unless at a station and it is safe to do so. Time now is 14:07. This will be 14:13 1018 L&NER service from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley. Okay, just going back to what I pointed out before we went again. No passengers are to alight trains unless at a station and it is safe to do so. So why do people think, oh yeah, let's just hop out the train on a busy main line where the other line might not be blocked and keep the line closed for further in your direction? Inconsiderate bastards. Just search Newark Northgate and go up towards Retford on it. Where's the other one from Cross Country? Hang on. Here's my tweet. Never allow a train to the railway. I don't care if you're waiting 2 hours or 20 hours. You keep the line closed longer, coordinate to other passengers. Don't be inconsiderate. Remain on the train until you're at a station. You can't even really see that, but yeah. Here's Cross Country. It's due to passengers deciding to vacate the broken down train onto the railway. All lines are blocked for safety reasons. Yesterday at Darlington. If it wasn't for stupid thick passengers, all trains would be driver only operated by now. There'd be no strikes, no shortage of crew. It'd all be sorted. But no, it's thick passengers thinking, oh yeah, let's hop off and not make it worse for everyone else. Except that's entirely what you're doing. Like, I'll always fight against the strikes because it's not necessary if your passengers are fucking clever. Like, I was on that amended L&NER service up to Doncaster the other week when the franchise launched. I think it's easier last month now. That arrived into Doncaster, what, 20 late, and was to terminate at York instead of calling at Wakefield and Leeds. Nobody caused a fuss with it. There's just some people that are thick to the head. Very brutal, but very bloody true. I'd never vacate onto the line, whether I was boiling my arse off or freezing my tits off. I'd stay on the bloody train until it was at a safe point, or evacuated by the train manager. Exactly, Sam. People are stupid, and that's why driver-only operation isn't currently deemed safe, because people are thick. Like I say, whether it's boiling hot day, 85 degrees on board, for example, or minus 47, it's only correct to stay on for your own safety. And the other thing, though, this is why people are suggesting to keep the third rail on when passengers are like trains in a third rail area. Keep it on so the Friday solves to death. It's a good idea. But then the train crew would get sued by families of the people who jumped off onto the live rail. So it'd end for nobody. Nobody would win. Because the operator would be in the wrong, and Network Rail would be in the wrong for leaving the third rail on without a line block for safety reason. But then the passenger would be in the wrong anyway for alighting onto live rail. There's no cleverness anywhere. People are just stupid. One, 2, 4, 200 for Edinburgh Waverley. No, but the point I'm making, Network Southwest, is all these current trains like L&NER cross country have train managers, and they would remain on the train anyway. Because they essentially take the conductor's job regardless of what position they're actually in. Oh, did he cling on to the fizzy knitting, Sam? Huh. Can't say it's not funny then. Because if he put himself on the fizzy knitting, not expected to be electrocuted, then by God he deserves to have been electrocuted, for goodness sake. Like I say, I'm not one to be brutal, but I will where it's needed, which it is. If he wanted to climb up, it's his own problem. What comment? Oh, the other one in the chart. My point stands. Driver only would be safe because you got your train manager on most services, which essentially is a senior conductor, which would take the place anyway. So if you think about it, some trains are already driver only operated, but just with the train manager operating the doors and tickets. I don't see the need for the constant fuss. Because it's all laid out plain and simple. NET. Those trams commonly hit road vehicles that are parked in the way. That's driver only operated. It's only the driver on there. Sheffield Supertram. They're commonly in incidents. That's driver only operated with a revenue inspector. There's no conductor on that either. So what's the fuss? Well, East Midlands trains, well, they're hopefully going to belly out from April anyway. When the new franchise is essentially set up. Like L&NER, they was launched about 4 or 5 days before official launch. So everything was ready. I'm expecting that with East Midlands Railway, where it's all ready by April to launch in August. But like I keep reiterating, there's no need for do, because if you've got a clever train of passengers, there's no bloody fuss. They're not going to rely onto live rails, are they? Do is fine. Do is absolutely fine on a train that's, well, got safe, ideal passengers on. Anyways, the train managers trained in the exact evacuation procedure. So what's the fuss? The driver also. They'd ring route control, make sure the line is blocked, both sides, then evacuate you, if necessary, for whatever incident. There's no need for the fuss. There's no need for the RMT to finish off this 8-day strike with South Western Railway. Because it's stupid. They do a Great Western 153s, Kate. They've got 368 in service, 382 in service, 372 in service. There's one more, but I forget which it is. But they're all going to East Midlands paint. 156, 410's paint, but that keeps breaking down. Well, according to Ellen DeGeneres, it's not National Underwear Day. I'll go away with that. I don't mind the show, but it's some stupid events. South Western Railway needs to go. No, mostly the RMT that needs to piss off. They're causing all the problems. So of course it doesn't help that South Western Railway launched directly into major engineering works at London Waterloo. That didn't help. And it still isn't helping now because all the crew are on bloody strike. Which isn't the operator's problem that the crew are on strike. All they do is employ them. And they have to follow in this stupid union. It's not the fault of the operator if they can't provide a service, especially with constant industrial action. I think, isn't it, in the next couple of weeks, RMT's pulling out all London Underground depot staff? What the fuck do they do anyway? All language applicable, Sam. I somehow still get some AdSense for saying cunt, bastard and arsehole. Somehow it works. Never in my favour because it's only £17 a month though. Like, I would start Patreon in that, but I wouldn't think most of you'd be able to afford it anyway. So I just do as best as I can and go without that. They clean the trains, yeah, they clean them, maintain them, but what's the need for bloody strike? Any income's better than nothing. Not my £17, they probably get 17 grand. What's the fuss? It's money at the end of the day. If you think what you're going to be paid is too little, then find another job or maybe cut down on your expenses. Let's say, for example, you're as rich as almighty and at the end of a week after you've paid bills, insurance, tax and all that on your vehicle, you've got about £2 million left. There's something wrong with you. Because you don't need that much. You need enough to get by, not about £6 million extra. Find a job that's suitable for you with a wage you're not going to play hell at. Like, of course, let's go back to the 17 grand, for example. If that would cover your bills and everything and leave you money left at the end of the week, what's the bloody problem? There isn't a problem, just you. Exactly, anyone who strikes doesn't appreciate the job, so they should just bloody get rid of it. And get rid of this bastard union. They tried to pull Virgin Trains East Coast out on a strike before, but they didn't have it. David Orne snapped and told them to fuck off. Worked. VTEC never struck. Yeah, 207 was swapped for 209 because 209 was in the crash incident which had no toilet. So now Permanent Northern, it's got a 153 with it. That's been a quick half hour and all. Hello, Austin. I haven't seen your page that often recently. I have to look back at it again for Jordanstown. So next is momentarily 14:22 for Carlton. Yeah, they did it for Virgin Trains West Coast, but they only got one strike out of it. It's all pathetic. End the strikes, end the union. Because I no longer support them. No way. Because they say, we're doing it to improve punctuality and service. But you're proving yourself to be more of a cunt than the bloody North Nottinghamshire and Lincolnshire Community Rail Partnership, who does nothing for the stations. Brig Horse Fair yesterday, Brig Station was closed, but they were saying it was open. And of course, you have people saying the operation couldn't run a piss up in a brewery. They wouldn't be able to staff it because the staff would be on strike. You wouldn't be able to starve the brewery to have the piss up in. Oh, well, shortly 1 Echo 1 2. Supposedly in the next fortnight, Norrell Lane on Vicarage gets new barriers. Yeah, the point is though, it's all group of them, Sam, so it wouldn't really work like that. Time now is 14:20. This is 14:90. We're going to Edinburgh, London.
Express train, is it?
Hey?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. 225 set.
What?
225 set.
Oh, right,
Bye then. How strange. Train's still near Carlton yet, anyway. Who want to go 1 2, Sam? Then you've been here for about half an hour. I think we'll call it afterwards and let you get on with your day. Afternoon, whatever it bloody is. Three 104 for London King's Cross. And what's next? 30 odd. Oh, we'll stick for them, they're not too far away. We'll get the other side for them. So yeah, 2 more, then we'll call it. Then it gives me a few minute gap to piss off. Actually, hang on, wouldn't be worth it, would it? Whereas Delta 15 currently at Newark Northgate. So yeah, I've got no chance. Even though he leaves in 4 minutes, he's in early. Yeah, back to what we were saying before the last closure. You can't shoot the RMT because it's full group, and the conductors have to join that as part of a job, which I don't get at all. Of course, it doesn't help their cause. I don't know. It might have been. Hello, Paul. Not personally, but yes, I've heard of it. So next we'll be off Northgate in 2 minutes, then should be Sunderland behind it, 1861. Is he currently? 5 Lake Retford area. Don't think so, Dawlish. Yeah, they do that day. Sometimes they don't list reasons on the website. No, but Southern was essentially yesterday. That Brighton Pride now had to close Ovan Preston Park, as advised by BTP, was to close Preston Park and Hove during Brighton Pride. Then you get all the trains still full and standing and complaints that Brighton's queue system wasn't right. Maybe, if it wasn't right for you, get a job with Southern and sort it out yourself. Oh, should be dealt. Ugh. Well, that's got slightly worse since we started here about half hour ago. Time is 14:27. This will be 14:31 Delta 15 London North Eastern Railway Service London Leeds 14:21 Alpha 61 Grand Central Sunderland London King's Cross. That groaning has got worse. Still, they're healthy enough to not need a replacement just yet. They do the job. There is worse around here. You're not thinking of one down Vicarage Lane, it's in terrible state. Which, of course, with Vicarage Lane or Norrell Lane, the south side barrier either free falls down, hits the floor, or comes down ever so slowly. It's been doing that for ages. A year or so now. If 3. I don't know what that noise might be, Austin. Probably slowly running out of hydraulic fluid. Oh, bloody hell, it isn't all. Where's that then? 40 early at Claypole, that'll be right behind then. 0 Delta 80 from Peterborough to Doncaster. But first though, Leeds and London. Leeds just left Newark. The London train's not even in Carlton's range yet, which is fairly short. Because that's literally from Northgate Station through to Egmonton and that's it. In Claypole's range, of course, other side of Northgate for Barnby Road, then as far out as, what's it, that foot crossing not far from Grantham, Franklin Lane, I think. It's not very big range they got, but it can be very, very busy. When's Icon going? I don't know, that's still delayed yet from the re-signalling for Lincoln Signalling Control Centre, which is currently postponed. Should have happened in 2015. Done with the upgrade of Swinderby. Still waiting for that as well. So then the plan was Swinderby to go to Lincoln, Lincoln to go to York, all in one go. Because of course Collingham's under Doncaster control. Yeah, currently all postponed. All to go to York IECC. Yeah, so it will be 3. So third will be 15:17 0 Delta 80 from Peterborough to Doncaster. Running current report. 41 minutes early. It didn't even sit in Claypole Loop, it completely bypassed it. Should have sat in there till 15:07. If it be a contest or single load though. Because you commonly see GB dragging about 7 66s together. Used to on the Sun train anyway. I think the mix I saw was about 5 or 6, and that was Elpston years ago. That's fine, Dave. Apart from these next three, I'll head off. Okay, here's Leeds. Antonov 110, Battle of Britain Memorial flight. (82,218). Right, the Sunderland one's still a few minutes away, so next will easily be whatever GB's sending down. What days am I streaming? I don't know, I'll just do it randomly, I suppose. Never I got the data and the time and the effort. Which is usually never. Right, Alpha 6-1 just now past Carlton, so that'll be here in a moment. Delta 80 just passing Bartholow. Okay, so this side. I haven't the foggiest, I couldn't read the very rear of it. Maybe Mike. The other week nothing's changed except it's got worse. Here we are, 66 or something. But how many? So with GB they never normally just move one. There's always a few of them. Actually, it's going slow, so it might be going in Carlton loop. Yeah, he is. Pair of them. (66,781). 759 and 784. There's another train short, so might as well get that one, 1:95. Then I'll head off. Right, road's close, now I'm moving backwards again. Next train about to hit in. course those 3 go in the loop. They skip one and go in the other. How normal. Here we go. Ugh. Time is 14:35. This will be 14:32. 1 Echo 95 at London North Eastern Railway service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Actually, it's saying the of course, it's saying that 366 is passed. Yeah, they've gone in the loop. Everything else in range after, have I got clearance? Nothing else Grantham way. After this, nothing else immediately Retford way, and there's been a line blocker at Retford eye level for the Worksop branch. I think they're going to relay the line down there anyway. I know currently there's a very limited amount of trains through Cotton Power Station, that's why we've not been down there recently. Literally, they're sending them in at, what, 4 in the morning, and that's it. That's done for the day. Never timetable to come back out again. I need double-sided Leverton anyway, but also need to try and get double stay at Rushy. With the Saturday break trains, which have literally no passengers. It's a hardly run. And most of the time I've 153s. What do I think about, who was it? Brighton line, who were they? I want to go 95 just passing Carlton. So the box has been damaged. Let's awkwardly zoom, there we go. Never heard of it then. Okay, what's the last train? I don't know, Dave, it's up to you. (318) and 313. Ooh, this one is starting, it's so nasty. Still not replacement worthy though, in my opinion. There's a car at my house there. Right, well I think we'll call it. We're coming up to 50 minutes anyway. So thank you for sticking with me on your Sunday and listening to my advice for the RMT. Just stop the strikes, stop being children, and get rid of thick passengers and ban them from travelling on the railway. Oh well, if you're still here, and you're watching the very end of the video on demand as well, the VOD, press the subscribe down there somewhere, click the bell next to it, and let's make the movement. I don't know of what. But oh well, this is Fair's Rail Adventures, Cromwell Lane. Peace out.